things for a long time. We focus on the mind and observation and the breath, the pranayama, and activating our vagus nerve. So come on down and find Shavasana. Hola, Steph. Thank you for being here, Stephanie, Jill. Here represent New Jersey. I have the music a little low. I'll turn it up a little bit. If it becomes overpowering from my voice, please let me know. This is a first time setup. So come on back into your Shavasana. Shavasana can mean anything. It's the way you see yourself laying in your final resting moments. Knees can be bent, be propped up on a chair. You can be lying with something on the backs of your knees, maybe under your head. Take a nice deep inhale here and fill up your belly. And release it through the mouth. Do it again, ground yourself, fill it up, big as a balloon. And release it all out. Last time, fill up the belly. And release. Sink further into the ground, relax the hands. Allow everything to feel heavy. If you haven't already, an invitation to close down the eyes. I have my eye on the time, so you don't have to worry about missing a cue, or if you miss one, there will be more. Just check this out. Hey, Aileen and Pete, welcome for being here. I'm checking in on sound, but come on down and just get so comfortable. Just release everything. Just really surrender fully to this practice right now. I am grateful for your trust. I'm grateful for your presence in this circle. We are all equal in this circle. And it is an honor to hold the space. To hold the space. If your eyes aren't closed, just soften the gaze. You can use an eye mask or a pillow. We're switching to breathing fully through the nostrils and out through the nostrils. Why do we do this? We communicate to the body that we are in activation of the parasympathetic nervous system. We are not interested in fight, flee, or freeze. We are interested in deep rest. If you're depressed, give yourself deep rest. Miigwech, Jim Carrey. So in my offering, we will come back to Shavasana. We will complete a full cycle together, and we'll arrive in the same position when we end in these 90 minutes. Anchor your gaze in that third eye. In between the eyebrows, you can even rub that place on your body, guiding your gaze to settle here. If you drift away, if a thought is enticing and you chase it, that's okay. Come back here, anchor back. Third eye connection. Be open to receiving any colors, messages, or simple relaxation. Breathing in through the nose. Out through the nose. I'll also leave space of no chatting, no talking. Really observe yourself in this space, in this time. the pull of distraction. Imagine the roots of your body sinking deep down into the ground right now, anchoring you into the core of the earth, to Mother Gaia, where all the beautiful crystals and caverns exist. Root yourself into that space like a deep oak tree. And if you can, locate yourself a strap, a rope, a belt. Take your time finding it. We're going to start with our hamstrings. We'll bend our knees, removing any props if you have anything in the way or you want to add something to support under the head, shoulder, hips. You're going to bend your right foot up into the sky. Wrap the strap around the ball of the foot, around that meaty part underneath the toes. Secure your hands, maybe wrapping the strap around them. Knee can be bent. Check your neck, check your shoulders. Let them be heavy. We're not efforting, we're not forcing. Release more space if you need it on the ropes. Really connect with your leg. And if you can, imagine your heel going up towards the sky. Gently giving a little bit of tension, holding that leg in position. Stay in any position that feels like it's already challenging you. Just stay with the third eye, stay with the breath. And if you wish, extend your foot out to the opposite corner. Got you, sissy. Thank you. If you are familiar with the practice of Ujjayi breath or ocean breath, if you know how to whisper, try whispering. When you whisper, you control the glottis muscle. It closes the throat a little bit. Try and engage that now and breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. That's called ocean breath, Ujjayi breath. It activates the vagus nerve, and if you can, use it until we return to Shavasana. If the vagus nerve is a new word for you, treat yourself to a Google of the vagus nerve and how it helps the body and why it's important to engage with it. We're here for 5 minutes. So remember to connect in with yourself, in with the third eye. Release the thought, release the story, be here fully. Relax in through the arms, let them feel heavy. Elbows dangle, shoulders connected with the ground, rooted in. Your heel, even if your knee is bent, it's fine. Your heel feels though as if it's extended up into the sky, as if you're dangling from a hot air balloon. Let the body talk. Sometimes it shakes. Sometimes it releases gas. Sometimes it clickety-clacks. Breathe into those spaces. Release, let go. These muscle groups are the largest in the body: the hamstrings, the gluteus maximus, minimus, and medius. And they're often ignored. So we show them some love, we show them some gratitude here in this space. Extend the heel, breathe in through the nose, and connect with your third eye. We've got 2 more minutes. Maybe some of you are getting ready for bed. Allow this practice to fully release anything you might have carried through your day. And be gentle with yourself. Do not compare yourself to how you look. That's why the invitation is to close the eyes, to be inside your body and to listen. Listen to your feet, to your calves, to your hamstrings. Ooh, listen to your hips. Breathe. Slowly release, but don't put your leg down. Take your strap or belt and cross it in between your hands, making an X. And wrap them around your hands so again your arms feel so nice and heavy. Point your heel up to the sky and point your big toe into the left side. Slowly, just a small movement, move that leg towards the left side and feel the connection in through the foot, through the ankle, through the calf, through the knee, in through the hip. We're here for a shorter amount of time, just 2 minutes, so breathe. Point the toe, connect the heel. Thank you for giving this time to your body. Thank you for giving these beautiful ancient practices of breath work to your nervous system. Thank you for healing. And slowly release that. Hover the foot back over the right hip. Before we put it down, extend the heel and take the big toe, point it out to the right side. You might already feel enough in that toe point position, but if you need more, slowly draw that leg a little bit to the left side again. Feel a connection. Let the leg shake. Let the breath release. Some find it helpful to make sound. Allow yourself to release any sound. But keep the connection in towards the third eye. Into that ujjayi breath, that breath in through the nose, out through the nose. That even though this can be intense, we are safe. We are open to heal. Slowly release and let the strap down, slowly bringing that foot back down to the ground. Release it, maybe take the knee side to side, extend it, wiggle the foot. Embody the slowest animal you know, the slowest creature you know, snail, slug. manatee. Every movement is thoughtful and deliberate. And for those who are busy, it can be so annoying. And that's the medicine, that's the yin to our yang. So slowly bend the knees again. If you want, you can give your knees a little squeeze. And we'll set up for the other side, bringing the feet back down onto the mat. Lift the left foot, wrap your strap. Connect with the hands, extend your heel up as much as feels comfortable for you. And if you extended your leg on the other side, do the same here. Extend that right foot out. We're here for 5 minutes, friends, and we're almost one third of the way through our practice. Connect to the third eye, breathe in through the nose. One of my teachers, Paul Grilly, he's been championed as the person who coined the name Yin Yoga. But regardless, he taught me something very important. Your position of your foot or your hand will either help or hinder your ability to feel comfortable in a pose. Because of skeletal variation, because your body does not move and fit together like my body. We have basically all the same parts, but one skeleton can be drastically different from another, and that will make your body physically appear differently in postures, in asanas, than someone else's. So please give yourself the gift, close down the eyes. Once you feel comfortable, once you feel guided, be in your body. Release here. Two more minutes. Notice if you're clenching anywhere in the jaw, in the back of the leg. Release, acknowledge it, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Slowly allow the strap to lighten, but don't release the foot down. Take your strap, make an X, cross it between your hands. Just helps keep when you point your toe in a nice secure lock on the foot. Engage the heel up to the sky, up to the ethers. Point the big toe into the right side. Ooh-wee! And slowly draw it just a small amount. We're not trying to see how far we can go. We're trying to connect with the muscle that goes into the bottom of the calcaneus of your foot, the heel bone, and travels in through the ankle, the leg, the knee, the upper thigh, in through the hip, connecting to the lower back. Often so much of our back pain is caused by this muscle group. Point the big toe. Connect through the heel. Knee can still be bent if that's all that's available. It's all good. 1 more minute. Let it shake. Let it cause you to release. Connect with the third eye. Ujjayi breath. And slowly allow the foot to hover back over. Last one, connect the heel up to the sky, point the big toe to the left, to the outside. Slowly draw the left foot across to the right side. Thank you all for being here. If you want to learn more about who I am and why I offer Yin Yoga in particular, I have a track here on Insight Timer as well as some meditation, so please feel free to listen, review, like, subscribe, download, forget it. Come back to the breath. Many thanks to all the teachers who may be here or who are on Insight Timer. Cindy Crow, Standing Strong. David G, Steve Noble. Merci beaucoup. Sarah Blondin, merci beaucoup. And slowly release. Let the strap down and you can set it to the side. Slow as a preacher. Connect in with the body and maybe let the knees fall side to side. Give them a squeeze or just rock them back and forth. And come back to feet flat on the floor, knees are bent. This is a wonderful position that seems like we're not doing anything, but we're truly relaxing through the shoulders. Maybe pick up the left shoulder and pull it down and back as if you're like pinching open wings, bringing those shoulders back together. Pick up the right one and do the same. Pull it down and back like your butterfly wings are being pulled. Might feel intense for folks. Maybe it's difficult to just do that. And that is medicine. Connect with the chin and the head. You don't want your chin too close. You don't want it sticking up like this either. Try and imagine that beautiful, long, straight spine. And it doesn't matter how your hands fall, whether they're palms up or palms down or palms to the side, just however your skeleton naturally extends the arms. Pick up your right leg and cross it over the left. Pick up the left foot and take it to the right side of your mat. Push down into that left foot. It lifts up through the hips. And allow your knees and hips to fall to the left side, coming into this beautiful twist. Feel free to use blocks under the knee, behind the hip, maybe under the head. Notice and observe the body. It's not about how much you're twisting. It's about the experience you're having. Try to stay rooted through the shoulders. We're here for a few minutes. This posture in particular, when we're doing the Ujjayi breath of breathing in slowly, out slowly through the nostrils, we're massaging the internal organs, the kidneys, the bladder, the intestines. We're wringing out the lungs, diaphragm. Male or female, your sex organs are being squished, moved. This is very healthy. This helps with digestion, which often is a place where stress is held. So really try to notice if the feet are pushing or clenching. Really let the legs be heavy, shoulders heavy, rooted. And breathe, find the gaze. My belly is now making gurgling sounds. When you have a child, they teach you how to massage the child's belly as it's learning to digest food. So if you don't know this yet too, you can offer yourself massage in yin as well, as long as it's not distracting you. But if you were massaging yourself because you have a bit of indigestion, or IBS is big, or just digesting in period is just painful, massaging in a clockwise fashion, starting under the ribs and then going down, basically doing a circle around the belly button and coming back up clockwise. That can be really, really helpful and really enjoyable. Last minute here. Notice the reaction you have to the sounds that I've chosen for this practice as well. Some may resonate, some may not. Just observe and stay grounded here in the space. Connect with your clairs. What can you feel? Can you hear? What do you see when you're connecting into the third eye? Eyes are closed. And slowly, as you're able, start to push energy into the feet, lifting up the knees, removing any props, and gently unravel yourself. Come back to a neutral spine. Knees are bent. Como las tortugas, like the turtles, we'll pick up our left foot, draw the left leg over the right leg. Picking up the right leg and dropping it down on the left side of the mat, push into the floor, pick up the hips, and roll to the right side. I often get some crickety cracks through the spine. Let the body talk, let the body release, feel heavy. Use the props, use blankets. Breathe now. I wish you all were in this room with me. Truly. It would feel so good to be in the company of all of you. But I appreciate this technology. I appreciate Insight Timer for bringing us together, because I need this practice so much. There's a lot happening. There's so much healing happening. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It requires grounding. Am I right? Breathe in through the nose. Ujjayi breath. Practice the ocean breath. One more minute. And listen to your body. Please know that I'm up here doing me, serving my body and what it's saying to me. And so please do the same for yours. If there's something that's not feeling right, don't do it. If something feels better, if it looks a little bit different or is a completely different posture, trust yourself. Trust. If you are here, you are healing, and I appreciate you. Slowly now, put some energy back into those feet. Push into the ground. Lift the knees up. Unravel your body nice and slow. And make your way back into a neutral spine. Give your knees a little squeeze. Again, we do this to lower the back into the ground. Can look so many different ways. Release any kind of tension or work. And find yourself back. We're still on the floor, loving it. Grab yourself a block or maybe a rolled up towel or a cushion. If you're using the block, decide how high up you might want your lower back. I'm going to do just nice flat level. Push into your feet, lift up your hips, coming up onto the shoulders. No pressure on the neck, nice and slow. This feels good. This is work here. It's stretching in through the hamstrings, in through the glute muscles, in through the back. And take your prop and place it underneath your hips. Okay? You don't want it to be on the tailbone, not anywhere around the pooper, just slightly above that. When you place your hips on your prop, you feel supported, you feel stable, you don't feel like you're gonna fall. You could relax your arms down and just stay here, okay? If you wanna feel a little bit more or something different, you can extend both feet out to the corners of your mat. Allow the hips to open, to spread and relax. Feet are however they land. It feels comfortable. It's not painful. If it is, it's the wrong position. If that's not working, you also could do butterfly, another option. Bringing the soles of the feet together, allowing the knees to fall open. Choose that position of your choice. We're here for a few minutes. Yin yoga is all about stability and comfort in the posture. People talk about finding the edge, yes. But if you're pushing yourself into pain or such discomfort that you can only think about that discomfort, you're not helping anyone, you're not serving anyone. Choose a position that you can hold, that you feel is expanding enough, but yet at the same time you can maintain the breath, you can maintain the gaze. You can allow the body to relax, that deep inner fascia, those innervations of the nerves. Practice the Ujjayi breath here. I have a track also recorded on Insight Timer that's just practicing Ujjayi breath. So if that's new to you, check that out. And please know that I'm always here to support you wherever you are, whatever body you're in. There is a pathway for you in your healing. Two more minutes. You are safe. You are loved. This is what we tell the body when we breathe this way and we stay in posture and we give it our full attention. Now's the time to heal. Our orca whales are coming in now, joining us. So if you picked to be a slow creature and you chose the manatee, here's our friends. We're in the ocean. We're relaxed. Slowly now, depending on what variation you chose, if your legs were extended or connected in butterfly, start to bring energy into the legs, lifting up the knees, or pulling the feet in, coming back into the feet flat on the floor, knees are bent. Adjust your head, get onto your shoulders. Push into your feet, lift up the hips and remove the block or prop or cushion. Slowly now smush your spine into the ground, rolling down like a rolling pin, really slow. Rolling back down into the ground. And again, just release the knees side to side, roll the legs. And as you're able, gently make your way into a seated position. As you come up, you may open your eyes if you need. I like to sit up on a block. We're just going to practice some alternate nostril breath here. So come up and be comfortable. This pranayama opens the pathways, the nadis, the channels for your breath, your oxygen, or your your chi or your prana, your life force energy. It helps open pathways. So you can have your hands just rested on top of your lap. If you have alternate nostril breath in your practice, just begin there. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, take your right hand. We'll use our thumb and our two little fingers. Eyes are closed, gaze is in that third eye. It's so nice. We're going to close the left nostril and exhale through the right. Inhale. Close the right nostril and exhale through the left. Inhale. Close the left, exhale on the right. Close the right, exhale. Always exhaling after you close. Go at your own pace here. If you get lost, just stop and start over. We're here for a few minutes. Relax the forehead. Bellies are soft, but navel's pulled up and in. Two more minutes. Wherever you are, release the right hand down into the lap. Roll the shoulders down and back. Imagine your head getting nice and tall. Relax the belly, relax the face. Breathe in through the nose. Out through the nose. Slowly now we're going to just do some neck circles, not just. We're going to do neck circles. This is a really delicate area, those two vertebrae, the atlas and the axis, one controlling the up, down, the other controlling the rotation, and all those muscles. So be gentle with yourself, and if it doesn't feel good, Just imagine yourself rotating. Don't move. Imagine and visualize yourself rotating your head round slowly, maybe starting clockwise. If you can, come back to your Ujjayi breath. If you feel something anywhere, feel free to stay longer. Be so gentle with yourself. And wherever you are, come to a stop. For example, I did 3 rotations. If you did more than 3, please slow down. And if you were less than 3, thank you so much. You're doing great. Let's go back in the opposite direction. Come to a stop wherever you are and gently raise your head back up into neutral spine. Bring your hands together in prayer, elbows up. Rub your hands together. This Kundalini coffee for the brain. Thank you, Miss Spangler, for waking up the nerve endings. And we're going to use the heat that we create in between our hands now. Place the hands onto the neck, wherever feels like the right place. Yeah. Giving love and gratitude for the skeleton that holds up this head, this brain, these eyes, this mouth, this nose, these ears. And slowly make your way into tabletop or on all fours. You can have your props nearby. I'm on a very comfortable floor with carpet. If you have any pain in the knees, stop, get blankets, get on a softer space. If your ankles don't feel good at 90 degrees here, consider rolling a towel or blanket underneath the wrists to lighten that bend. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Feel your hips. Wiggle into that neutral place. And slowly bring your chin into your chest. Push up through the back. Tuck the tailbone. And inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin, cat-cow here, going with your breath. Go so slow, exhaling. Come back into a neutral spine. We're going to come down onto our front body. So if you want, slowly lowering from the knees, coming up onto the toes, keeping the elbows by your side, lower yourself down onto the floor and drop your left ear, release the arms, let go fully. If you find it intense on the chest or the belly, consider rolling blankets under these hip points or under the breast or shoulder line so that you can be on your front body. We're almost halfway through our 90 minutes together. Or halfway, 2/3 of the way, my friends. Gently now bring your palms underneath your shoulders, spread the fingers so nice and wide. If you have a hard time with back bends, bring your palms underneath your forehead, hand over hand, and rest your forehead on top of your hands. That is a back bend, and see if that's available to you. If not, push your hands straight out in front of you, elbows under the shoulders. Pull your shoulders down and back. Lift the chin. And allow yourself to expand through the heart center, breathing. Ujjayi breath. Gaze at the third eye. Bringing this deep back bend in the upper back. Strengthening, releasing through the stomach, releasing through the chest. We're here for a few minutes and it's not a comfortable position. Elbows are into the ground, hands into the ground. If you want a little bit more, you can take your hands out to the sides of your mat, push into your hands for a little bit more. Choose the variation that speaks to you and your body. Last 60 seconds here. Slowly, if you were up onto your hands, down to the elbows. From the elbows, release your right ear onto the floor. Bring your hands by your sides and let go fully here for a moment. Bring your hands back to your shoulders. Push up onto the elbows. We won't stay here. Bring the left knee out at 90 degrees. Take your right palm extended and push your body up. Bringing your left hand to thread underneath the armpit, twisting. And maybe you support your head with a block, or maybe there's a block for your knee. We're in this beautiful spinal twist, stretching the shoulder, opening the hip. Come to the ocean breath, come to the third eye. Imagine that shoulder, that arm, relaxing the wrists, the fingers. There's no fighting, no pushing. And slowly bring your right hand back underneath the shoulder so you can push into the ground. Lift the upper body, release that arm. Come back onto your elbows and draw that left leg back in. We'll set up for the opposite side. Breathing gently. Bring your right knee out at 90 degrees, or whatever feels right for your body. Extend that left palm and push into the ground. Lift the upper body. Take your right arm, thread it underneath the armpit. Twist the upper body and release onto the ground. We're here for a few minutes. And if you've joined us late, please know you're invited to stick around after the conclusion of this practice for tea and talk. If you have any comments, questions, want a deck or a card pulled, feel free to stick around. Thank you all for being here. Slowly bring that left palm back underneath the shoulder. Push into the ground, unthread yourself. We're going to Bring that leg back under and slowly push yourselves back up into child's pose. So whether you'd like to have your knees spread apart, toes together, or directly under, come back into child's pose. I often like to lift my pelvis and belly when I sit back to create space for the hips. Arms can be out in front, along the sides. If you have a bolster or pillow, please put it underneath you and hug it and love it and release. We're in our final 30 minutes together. Come back to the Ujjayi breath, the ocean breath. Use that glottis muscle, the one you use when you whisper. When you whisper, constrict the breathing, activate the vagus nerve. Slowly bring your palms under your shoulders, push into the ground, lift your body up slowly and gently. From sitting in rock pose on the knees, if it's comfortable or available, maybe you have a blanket supporting. We're going to offer our feet as well, a very beautiful stretch for plantar fasciitis, and it can be intense. So be easy on yourself, be gentle. We're going to come up onto our hands and knees, and we're going to pick up our feet and fold our toes under. You can reach back, help your toes, connect them with the ground, sit back onto the feet as much as you can. And if that already feels like a good stretch, stay there. If you can, start to slowly walk your weight back on top of the heels. And if that's too much, I totally get it, because it took me years to be able to sit on my feet like this. If you can, just imagine a nice tall, straight spine, relax the hands. Otherwise, you stop somewhere on the ground. We're only here for a short amount of time. Imagine the feet opening, the toes releasing. Observe the breath. Stick with the third eye. Thank you to our feet. Thank you for carrying us, for letting us jump, dance, work, play, swim. Slowly, if you're up, start to walk yourself back down onto the ground, back onto all fours, and tap out your toes. And gently come back, sitting on top of the ankles as much as you can. If it's available, lifting the knees, stretching the front of the foot, stretching in through the ankles. And gently coming back down. We're going to come down onto our backs. If you can, change the position that you were facing. Thank you to Nirala, the woman who gifted me this practice. She always said, if you can face the opposite direction, you become the other person, the new person exiting this practice. Grab a block bolster, and we're going to put it just behind our hips, in line with our spine. And we're going to, you can use a bolster as well so that it's more restorative. Doesn't have to be a block. You're gently walking yourself back and relaxing the shoulder blades over top of the block so that your shoulders and your chest are fully opening. Legs can fall to the side if that's what feels comfortable. You can support your head with another block if that feels good. The idea here is that we are opening the front body, stretching in through the back, and this feels comfortable, easy. If it does not, if it feels painful, consider losing the prop, trying something different, rolling a towel or blanket, using a bolster and making it more restorative. Breathe, Ujjayi breath, ocean breath. And if you are watching this, if you are practicing the breath work, but not necessarily in the posture or the asana, thank you for being here. Thank you for doing the visualization. Thank you for doing the breath work. Your body loves you. I love you. Te quiero muchísimo. Relax the shoulders, relax the wrists, relax the fingers. Last minute here. Slowly bring your elbows down by your sides. Engage the head, lift the chin up to chest. Push into the ground through the elbows and gently remove any prop. Grab your blanket as we are entering into our final posture, our final meditation. And we're here for a little bit. So maybe you have a bolster under the knees are bent. Maybe you are Relaxing on top of a bolster, hugging it. Choose your Shavasana. Release the Ujjayi breath. Keep the connection to the third eye. And just fully let go and relax. And we'll see you on the other side.
Who's in the breeze? They're listening. I'm listening. I'm in the flow of all around me. They're listening. I'm listening. Satnam, I am grace. I'm lifted by your care with every breath. Satnam, I am free. I feel the waters bless me with your love. Satnam, I am strength. I am the fire that rises when I sing. Satnam, I am grounded. I am one with the earth. We are Satnam. I am Satnam. I am Satnam. I am Satnam. I am Satnam. in the moment when I smile. I am sad, numb. I am peace when I'm in stillness. I become my true sadness. I am sad now. 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 Sad now. Sad now. Sad now. I am sad now. 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 I am sad now.
Take a nice deep inhale and fill up your belly like a balloon. Exhale, release it with a sigh. Inhale, fill up the belly. Exhale, release. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Bring your feet together. If there's a prop in the way, just gently move it aside. Bring your toes and heels to touch. Bring your hands together and interlace all but index fingers. Stretch your arms overhead. Inhale, stretch your body as long as you can. Exhale, release the body. Gently bend the knees. And roll over to the right side as you're able. Make your way up into a seated posture. Maybe your legs are extended, maybe you're sitting on a block, propped against a wall. Sit up nice and tall, roll your shoulders back, let your hands fall to your lap. Connect to the third eye. And if you don't know about chakras or the third eye, that's fine. As an optometrist, they'll tell you this is where you rest your eyes. This is the optic nerve, the release. So if you can send your gaze here, and connecting with the third eye doesn't make sense, try to imagine yourself, you're releasing the weight of the work of the eyes and how much they do. Point the gaze here to the forehead. And just relax, breathe. We're going to bring our hands together. And we're going to rub just gently, not intensely. And imagine, use your imagination here, as if you're connecting with that inner child. Just imagine some sort of color in between your hands. Some sort of color, some light is in between your hands. As you're rubbing your hands, you can see it and feel it in your imagination. It's getting bigger. It's kind of growing. It's taking shape. Maybe it's changing colors. Maybe it's not staying the same. It's getting bigger and your hands start spreading apart. And it's almost becoming like this ball of light or color. And hold that out in front of you. And gently relax. Now imagine you could pop it all over you. Pop like a balloon that just popped that light. Wash it all over that body. If you've ever seen Robin Williams in the movie Hook, where he's Peter Pan, and they imagine an entire food fight of colorful whipped cream, and it's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful moment. That's what you're doing. You're imagining this beautiful light energy, and you're just rubbing it all over yourself, around the auric body. Feel that light. Just use your imagination. Just try it. Just be open to it. Intuitively put it onto your body, that light energy. And now bring your arms around yourself, elbows in the middle as close as you can. If the chest is in the way, maybe underneath or over top. Squeeze that self. You are safe and you are loved. And you are doing your best. Really feel that comfort, that beauty, that strength and that hug. Notice which arm is on top. Extend your hands out and switch. Bring the other arm on top. Give yourself a nice big hug. Try and get those hands spread wide. It's the best hug you've ever had. Release your hands down. Before we say goodbye, let's just all connect in and end with our own vibration, the most healing sound there is for our bodies, our own voice, our beautiful voice, a voice that cannot be bad. It is. Let's chant Om 3 times. Take a nice deep inhale. Namaste, beautiful people. Thank you. This is the end of our 90 minutes, about a minute and a half earlier. Let me come on in and see y'all. Please feel free to stick around for tea and talk. Come in close. Change the camera here. Any blueberries, anything? Gently come back into your space. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Is Pooja here? Oh, I see you. Hey, Jill, thank you so much. Thanks for coming. And thanks, Elizabeth. I see your face floating here. Stephanie, what pose is this? Thread the needle. So it's a two postures, two asanas kind of together. Judith, thank you. So nice to see you. Steph, thank you so much for your donation. And Jackie, thank you. I'm glad it was good. Namaste to you. So Stephanie, yeah, I don't actually have a name for it. It's a posture that I picked up from my teacher in Waterloo, Ontario. Her name's Nirala. She's online. She runs yoga retreats in Trinidad and Tobago. Amazing human. I practiced with her for 3 or 4 years. And yeah, it's a threading of that needle as opposed to just being on all fours and threading underneath. We're including the opening of the hip when we bring it out 90 degrees. So, Pooja, yay! I'm so happy that you're here. Okay, because I didn't see you. So glad to see you too, Judith. Thanks. I missed you too. Jessica, thank you. And Steph, this was delish. I love that word. My friend Heather uses that word, delish. And I wish we could have been in the room with you too. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I feel homesick and I miss people. And I miss practicing with beautiful people. And I am calling it in. And this came. So I am going to drop a wonderful, wonderful name. Meg, thank you so much if you are watching. Thank you so much for allowing me to be in this space, to be on this beautiful carpet, and to practice here. Thank you so much for that. Aileen, thank you, thank you, thank you. Pete's still in Shavasana. I love that. So we're going to log off, sending you gratitude. Thank you so much for your donation, Aileen. I miss you, and I'll see you soon. And give Pete some love. Thank you so much. Aileen, if any of you folks know her, she's not a teacher on Insight Timer yet, but she runs women's circles online and in person in Kitchener-Waterloo area. It's near Toronto, Ontario. Amazing, amazing human. Pooja, I needed this so much. You are beautiful. Love you. I love you too. Thank you so much for always encouraging me to bring the practice, for asking me. I appreciate you so much, Pooja. Steph, thank you, Meg. Yeah, thank you, Meg. Thanks. Lots of hearts for Meg. Elizabeth, I couldn't make it until the last 35, 40 minutes, but it was amazing. So grateful I was able to practice. Thanks tons. Thank you for coming. And it is good. Just even little doses, whatever we can get, right? So I'm here for tea and talk. Where's my tea? If you have a tea, if you have a drink, please grab it. Dee, thank you for being here. And yeah, if anybody has any questions about the practice, but I have a couple decks. If somebody wants a card, please ask. And yeah, I'd love to hang out for a bit. So come on in. Ooh, yes, I'll take what I can get. Jill, you'd love a card. Sweet. Let me get my tea. Yes. 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 Okay. Getting my friends. So Jill, I'd love to ask you which deck you'd like. So you can have messages from the Urban Crow. They're my friends. Or we can have the Wilder Ones by Sharon McLeod. She's an artist in Australia. Or I've got Jill Pyle's Sacred Self-Care. So it just depends on what you're feeling like. Stephanie, I see you. Pooja, I see you. Okay, don't put too many names in because I don't have a piece of paper. Oh,